Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make is actually a clone recipe. It's a recipe of Starbucks oatmeal cookies. Now, this particular recipe isn't the exact recipe, but I think it comes pretty darn close. So let's get started. First, let's get all our dry ingredients in order. And we're going to start off with 1.5 cups of old-fashioned oats. You don't want to use the quick-acting ones. In a medium-sized bowl, I have them, and then we're going to be putting in 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour into your oats. Next, you're going to put in 1/4 cup of dark raisins and 1/4 cup of golden raisins. Now, if you don't like the golden raisins, you can use all dark, or vice versa. You could use all golden raisins. The next thing you're going to be putting in is 1/4 cup of dried chopped cranberries, and put those in. You're also going to be putting in 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. That was 1/4 teaspoon. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Again, that was 1/4. And we're going to put 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then just with my spoon, I'm going to stir it all together till it's all combined. And we'll set that aside for the moment. Now, with either a stand-up or your hand mixer, you're going to start to cream 6 tablespoons of butter. Now, I've had it at room temperature, so I'm going to put that in and start breaking up that butter. Now, once you do that, you're going to be putting in 1/2 cup of dark brown sugar, and start to combine and cream the butter and the dark brown sugar together. That was 1/2 cup. You're also going to be putting 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. And once again, you want to just bring the butter and the sugars so that they become very light and fluffy in appearance. Now, once you do that, you're going to put 1 egg at room temperature in that, and again, just keep beating till it's very light and fluffy and well combined. I'm going to raise my speed. Okay, you're also going to be putting in 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and you're going to be putting in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And again, now just bring it all together till you feel that it's light and fluffy. I want to clean the sides of my mixing bowl here and get to the bottom so it gets all combined together. I'm going to raise my speed a little bit to move it along for the video. Once you do that, it doesn't take very long at all. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to start slowly putting the dry ingredients into the wet. So I'll do that, and it's really more of just combining it than anything. You really don't have to, beat it too long, mix it too long, I should say. Just till it actually starts to form a cookie ball, and it'll start cleaning itself away from your mixing bowl. All right. I want to take my paddle out of here and take off my excess, and we'll set that aside. And then again, I just want to bring everything together, and then I'll show you what it looks like. And you can see how quickly you can put these cookies together in no time at all. Okay, and then you'll have your cookie dough that looks like that. And I want to rinse my hands real quick here for a second. Okay. Then you need, of course, a cookie pan or cookie tray. You can just lightly grease it with either solid shortening or with a oil spray of your choice. And I'm using a small scoop. If you don't want to use a small scoop or don't have one, just use a nice rounded tablespoon. And you do want to place them about 2 inches apart because they are going to spread out. Now you're going to bake these cookies at 350 degrees. And once you place them down on your tray, as I have, you can lightly flatten them a little bit with your fingertips. You don't have to smash them down too far, but I like to just push them down. And then you're going to have 4 tablespoons of your dark raisins and 4 tablespoons of your golden raisins. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put about a teaspoon on top and just lightly press them in right on the top. Again, that was 4 tablespoons of the dark and the golden raisins, or whatever you prefer, the type of raisin, all dark or all golden. And again, you're going to put them in the oven for 350 degrees, and they're going to take you anywhere from 12 to 16 minutes. Now you don't want to overbake them because they will get, of course, too dark on the bottom. Yet I like these particular cookies to have a nice medium golden brown on the top because I think it adds to the crispness of the cookie. Now I have some to show you. Again, let me rinse my hands quickly because I was handling raw eggs there. Okay. And this is how they will turn out. They make up for just a beautiful looking cookie. Now, if you want to make them smaller than this, you're going to get a little bit more out of them. I got 20 cookies this size out of it. And it has a nice top, crisp top, as well as the bottom, medium golden brown on the bottom. And then you see those raisins that just sit on top, so pretty, on top of the cookie, okay? And I'm going to break one open to show you. And when you break it open, it's going to be this nice, chewy, semi-moist cookie. Yet the top, the edges, and the bottom are very crisp. It's really, well, it bakes up for just one delicious little cookie. Well, I hope you like this recipe, and if you do, leave a comment because I'd like to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching Diane Lovetobake. And please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.